When Emily asked Jason for a 1-month pause, she believed she needed perspective. Their relationship had become steady, maybe too steady. She wasn't upset, but she wasn't overjoyed either. Deep inside, she questioned if what they shared was real love or just comfort wrapped in routine. So she asked for distance, to reflect, to see if she'd long for him or feel free. Jason didn't protest. He looked stunned, but composed, finally nodding after a long pause. "If that's what you need," he said softly. She noticed the hurt in his eyes. Even though he tried to stay strong, he let her go, and that stung more than she expected. Still, she packed a bag and moved into her friend Olivia's guest room, reminding herself it was just 4 weeks. The first day flew by in a haze. Emily tried to stay busy. Coffee with friends, a yoga class, endless scrolling on her phone. But every quiet second pulled her back to Jason. She recalled his thoughtful habits. How he always made her tea without being asked. How he texted when he arrived somewhere safely. How he held her hand in crowds like second nature. By the second night, she was lying in bed, eyes fixed on the ceiling. Olivia was asleep, snoring softly across the apartment, but everything felt strange and empty. Her mind drifted to the last dinner Jason cooked. Simple pasta. Too much garlic but made with care. She smiled faintly, then frowned. Why couldn't she stop thinking about that? On the third day, she opened her phone to message him but froze. What could she say? "Hey, I miss you already." Felt too soon. Too vulnerable. Instead, she flipped through old photos. A lake trip, a blurry grocery store selfie. One where he kissed her forehead. While she looked away, her chest ached. Later that day, she bumped into Brian, an old friend she'd once considered a crush. He was smooth and confident. He asked her out for coffee, and she agreed, mostly out of curiosity. But 15 minutes in, she realized how forced the conversation was. She kept comparing him to Jason, and Jason came out ahead every time. Returning to Olivia's, Emily sat in silence. Then she picked up the phone and called her mom. "I think I messed up," she whispered. Her mom didn't scold her. She just listened. In that moment, Emily knew. She didn't need a full month to decide. Not even another day. The person she truly wanted was the one she had walked away from. The one who never stopped caring. Even when she wasn't sure she earned it. She called Jason that evening. When he answered, his voice was steady but guarded. "Hi," she said. I miss you." There was a pause before he asked. 3 days in. She chuckled, embarrassed. "Yeah, just 3 days. That's all it took." Jason didn't say much, but she could hear warmth return to his voice. "Do you want to come back?" he asked. She nodded, even though he couldn't see it. "Yes, if you'll still have me." That night, when she came home, Jason stood by the door. No big speech, no accusations. Just a long, silent hug that said everything words couldn't. Felt like, "Welcome home. I still love you." They didn't talk much after that. They simply sat on the couch. His arm wrapped around her. Her head resting where it always belonged. Emily understood something then. Love isn't always grand or dramatic. Sometimes it's quiet certainty. The break hadn't torn them apart. It had opened her eyes. Jason wasn't just someone she could live with. He was someone she couldn't bear living without. She hadn't needed weeks to learn that. She just needed 3 silent days. To hear what her heart had been whispering all along. His name.